Hello and welcome to the ICA community. This video is going to demonstrate how you can submit a web form from the home page of the ICA community. So in looking at the home page, there are many web forms that are available without even having a portal login. These forms are the 101, which is the employer report of injury, the 407, the workers report of injury, the request for hearing, petition for rearrangement, request to change doctors, request to leave state, and the request for a petition to reopen. Many of the web forms on the portal require an electronic signature, and some can be just submitted straight to the ICA. I'm going to demonstrate how we can submit a request for hearing, which does have an electronic signature. So in order to do that, you go ahead and select the link for request for hearing, and the web form will be presented. The red fields are all of the fields that are required. So I'm going to go ahead, submit the information for my request for hearing. So the last name is going to be Fiddler. First name is Little. As you can see, I have wonderful training documents here and test documents. The defendant employer is going to be Metasoft. Social Security number, you can choose to enter your Social Security number or you can select NA. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to do that. And then you need to submit or enter, the claim number, insurance carrier claim number if you have it, and then the date of injury. And this one is 1/25/2019. Then the person requesting the hearing, that will either be the claimant or the attorney. So I'm just going to say Little Fiddler. And then, as in all of the requests for hearings, you need to choose an option. We are going to be requesting a hearing because of the notice of a claim status that was on 3/1/2019. So then if you tab through all of the required fields, I'm going to make up some information here. So I'm just going to say an improper close. And then you also need to request the hearing, the city where you would like the hearing to be held. I'm going to continue for it to be Phoenix, and the estimated length of the hearing, which is 1 hour. If you want any subpoenas to be issued, please enter that information. If you need an interpreter or specify a language, you can do that as well. And then down here, we just need to know information from you. So I put today's date. I'm going to go ahead and put my address in here. We're going to need to scrap that. From here, we're going to put in today's date. I'm going to enter in an address. And then the city. I'm going to go back up here to fill out my telephone number. State is Arizona, my zip code. And then your email address. The email address is very important because that is going to be where the email goes for the signature. I entered in my email there. You also have the option to submit a document that can back up your request for hearing. So if we were going to do that, this is not required, but if we did, we can select correspondence, for example. I can go and navigate to my desktop to find that here I have my request for hearing letter. So for any web form that you choose, you can upload a document to support that web form. Once we're finished here, you can select I agree, and I'm not a robot. So what you're agreeing to is that by signing the form electronically, you're certifying that you're an interested party and authorized representative, that by signing it, everything is true, accurate, and complete. Just so you know, if for some reason that any validations are missed, for example, if I take out the telephone number and I go ahead and select submit, the form will say that you're missing a required field. So I do need to go back to the telephone number and fill that in. The other thing you might need to do, and so I want to make sure you check, is that it also needs you to re-upload the back the document back up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then you need to make sure again that your I agree has been checked and I'm not a robot. With this, it is making sure that you are not another machine that can go in and hack the system. So you might ask you some questions like select every square that has a car or something like that. But once you're finished, you can go ahead and click submit. And it will give you a message saying that this form is not considered submitted and will not be processed until you sign it. So it's very important here to know that just by hitting submit, it does not go straight to the ICA. You must sign the document within 7 days for it to be submitted to the ICA. If you do not ever sign that document, the ICA will not treat it as a valid submittal. So from here, I'm going to go to my email and see if I get the document. So I'm going to select my inbox, and sure enough, it says ICA Salesforce has sent you a request for hearing to sign. So this is the email you will get. What you'll need to do is just click here to review and sign the request for hearing. Once you do that, you will see the filled out web form. You'll go ahead and select the start, which will take you straight to where you can sign your name. So once you click sign, you can type in your signature, and then you can hit apply. And when everything is done, it will say click here to sign. So I click that button, and then a browser screen will come up saying you have successfully signed the document. This is an Adobe sign screen. It means that copies are going to be emailed to those that sign it. So since you signed it, you will get a copy. Please note that this does not mean that all of the interested parties that you need to serve gets an email. You still need to take the copy here that's downloaded or the one that has been emailed to you and go ahead and serve that to all other interested parties. So if I go back to my email and go to my inbox, I will see that it also sent me an email with a document that I can download to my workstation or to my system and serve to all other interested parties. So with that, that is how you submit a web form straight to the ICA. If you have a portal user, you would also be able to log in. Within 5 minutes, that document will be available within the claim record, so that you can view it straight from the portal. Hope this helps with how to submit a form straight from the front page of the ICA community. Thank you and have a great day.